Don't give up, you know it's never been easy. Don't give up, 'cause I believe there's a place where we belong.
Okay, it's 2:11 in the morning and I'm unable to sleep. One of the another reality of being with someone who's bipolar, you can't always sleep when you want to because of thinking about them. Jill has been talking to one of the care team that's there, a girl today, about our relationship, and Jill at the moment clearly feels that I'm a controlling person. Now, I mean, she when she was well, she chose to be in a relationship with me, and she chose to move in with me, and you know, Jill is hates being a caged animal. Now, if I was a controlling person, she wouldn't have done any of that. I've been slightly controlling when she's come home and over this, just for her own safety, as anybody would be, as a parent would be, as a carer would be, or anything. And she seems to want me to just be her boyfriend, but you know that when you love someone, you have to look out for them. You have to, you know, take things out of harm's way, and do what you think's best. You can't just sort of sit back and let it happen. I don't think if I really cared for her, I could do that. But anyway, she's chatted to this person, and she's now feeling, because I've set Jill an ultimatum now, that if she self-harms again, it will be the 5th time. If she self-harms again, I'm going to have to end the relationship. Now, I want to talk a bit about why I've said this, why I said it. Well, you all know what I've been through if you've been watching and following these diaries, and I cannot go through the hospital procedure, the whole thing again in this particular relapse. I've been having panic attacks, or almost panic attacks, anxiety attacks, feelings of adrenaline rushing through my body a lot of the time when I don't want it to. I've now started getting pins and needles in places in my legs and things due to being on edge. Jill's mood at the moment is that she wants to save me from all this and end the relationship, and that if I was setting an ultimatum saying that I can't go through it again, that isn't fair, you know, and I supported her this far. Why should I set an ultimatum now? Well, you know, I feel it's kept her from self-harming up to now, since I set it. I also know that I can't go, in this particular bout, I can't go through much more of this. For my own health and my own sanity more than anything else. But she doesn't seem to understand that, so she is preparing herself to end the relationship, and I think she's going to tell me tomorrow, or later on today, that that's what she wants. So I've got to prepare myself for that. I'm going to ask her to leave it a week, to let the medication get into 4 weeks of being in her system, and then see if she really wants to end the relationship in a week's time. Hopefully she'll give me a week's grace, even if we're not in contact. She'll give me a week to think about it. I think her main reason for wanting to end the relationship is so that she can feel free to self-harm again. I think at the moment she feels that I'm in some way controlling her by not letting her attempt her life. So I'm really on edge at the moment. I'm now on edge that she might kill herself, which has been very close, over the last few days. And I'm also now on edge that all this is for vain. It's gone to pot, and she's going to end the relationship anyway. And it's making me think, well, why have I gone through all this if she's just going to dump me at the end of it all? I'm a stronger person for it, and I've learnt a huge amount, and I will go on supporting Bipolar if this is the end of the relationship, but part of me feels angry that she's put me through all this, and now, just when she's at the pinnacle of getting better, potentially getting better, now she would dump me. But again, I don't know. I've asked her to sleep on it, and I'll give you an update as and when I know. I just didn't feel I could go to sleep without recording something. I needed to talk. Anyway, I don't even know what day it is. I think it's day 44, 45, something like that. I'll speak later. Hello you lot. Right, I had about 4 hours kip. Sorry, there's a plane in the background. I live right next to Royal Air Force Base, so it gets a bit noisy. This just really shows how bipolar is just black and white in terms of mood. You've just seen what I was like at 2 o'clock this morning. Jill phoned me today. She's had a mobile confiscated because she's not allowed mobile phones on the ward, but we kind of snuck it in. She phoned me and wanted to spend some time with me. So I got there for about 2 o'clock and took her out for lunch. We had a nice lunch and walked around the town next to the hospital. And she got some girly things in sort of boots to pamper herself with, and she said she got up this morning off her own back, had a shower, did her makeup, just a completely changed woman, like the meds had gone like that, The reason that she was pushing me away and pushing our relationship away yesterday was because yesterday she was very close to self-harming again, and she wanted to build a gap between me and her so that it would have made it easier for her to attempt to kill herself again. It turns out today that she doesn't actually want to end the relationship, but we had the most fantastic day. We laughed all the time. She was back to her normal self in so many ways. And I'm just hoping and praying that this is the beginning. She's now in her 3rd week of medication, back on quetiapine and fluoxetine. She's on 60 milligrams of fluoxetine, which is an antidepressant. And she's on, I believe, 400 or 500 milligrams of quetiapine, which she takes in the evening. She's also allowed 4 lorazepam mood stabilizers, 4 individual pills throughout the day to keep her, sedated and calm. So really good day. Tomorrow she's got ward round with her psychiatrist, and we're talking about maybe her coming home tomorrow night just for one night and going back Thursday to see how she gets on. So yeah. 2 o'clock this morning, I was almost in tears, and now I'm jumping for joy. So it just rockets your emotions from one to the other. Thanks for your comments. Unfortunately, the ghostie didn't make it, and it ended up down the sink. But hey, speak to you soon.
Give up, 'cause I believe.